Tonight, a special tribute to Rugby League's first Knight Commander of the British Empire. Sir Billy Boston is with us tonight, having received his honour in the King's Birthday Awards. Good evening, everybody, and welcome along to the Brick Community Stadium as Wigan Warriors take on Huddersfield Giants in round 18 of the Betfred Super League, and what is a very special day for an icon of the sport. Well, after being persuaded to leave Tiger Bay in Cardiff to come and play rugby league for Wigan, Billy Boston proved to be one of the greatest players the game has ever seen. Between 1953 and 1968, he scored 478 tries in 488 games for the club, winning a championship, 3 Challenge Cups and a Lancashire Cup, as well as winning the 1960 World Cup with Great Britain, scoring 24 tries in 31 test matches. Making its way up the Sir Billy Boston stand, the iconic image of the man himself walking down the tunnel at the place where he made so much history over the years, Central Park. Billy seen here after playing against Widnes back in 1962. Well, joining me in the commentary position tonight is Barry McDermott. Very good evening to you, Barry. It's an honour and a pleasure to be here tonight to witness the homecoming for this great man.
Yeah, good evening, Fraser. What a champion fella Billy Boston is. And of course, when he played our great game, he broke records, he broke barriers. Now he breaks new ground, becoming the first knight of the realm from our great sport, Rugby League. So we're incredibly proud of him as an individual. We're incredibly proud as a sport to at last have something that we can shout about in terms of recognition, Fraser, but it takes nothing away from what a lovely man he is. I do recall during my short spell at Wigan, he had a public house round the corner from Central Park, and I went to sit with him quite a few times, dished out advice without being, you know, standing from a pedestal, always delivered it from an equal playing field, and just a lovely, lovely man. I know his family and the Wigan club are all very, very proud of him, but I think we can all join together and share that pride.
It's incredible to think, isn't it?
Man.
It's incredible to think, isn't it, that so many people that are here watching this game tonight won't have been able to see Billy play during his heyday, but you just have to mention his name and faces light up. Such is the legacy that this man has had on the game of rugby league.
He'd long since retired when I joined the game in the early 90s, but I knew about his power, I knew about his pace, I knew about the fact that, you know, whenever he took the field, he commanded respect. He commanded a presence in defence because he scored tries. He was a finisher. 571 tries in 564 appearances. So an incredible rugby league player, an icon of our sport, and an absolute hero of this great historic town of Wigan.
24 tries in 31 tests for Great Britain between 1954 and 1963. The first black Briton and the youngest tourist to Australia, aged just 19 in 1954. He broke the Lions Tour try record with 36 in 15 games, also in 1954. A 1960 World Cup winner with Great Britain, an Ashes winner in Great Britain's 1962 touring team to Australia, and the most tries in a career for Wigan. 478 in 488 games.
Wow, amazing.
He is quite rightly sitting on the throne here at the Brick Community Stadium as the whole stadium comes to its feet to say, we support you and we appreciate you, Sir Billy Boston. He's flanked this evening with some of his old friends from the 1965 Challenge Cup winning side. The likes of Ray Ashby, Frankie Parr, Tony Stevens and Colin Clark are all in attendance here this evening. That team back in 1965 beating Hunslet by 20 points to 16 in front of just over 89,000 people. The Lance Todd Trophy was shared on that particular occasion by Wigan's Ray Ashby and Hunslet's Brian Gavitas. I tell you what, Barry, some talent down there today.
There is so much history with this great club, isn't there? And to see it recognised on evenings like this, it's a genuine pleasure. Bumping into some Huddersfield Giants fans, they feel privileged to be here to honour the great man, and you can see he always has a great smile. You know, we come here a lot, don't we, with the Sky crew. He's been told to just settle down. We come here, he's always here. Supports his team and often sits in the stands, enjoys a cold beer and applauds the teams of today.
Look at this, so lovely to see him embracing his old teammates from 1965. And that's Billy all over. Whenever he comes into a room, that smile just lights up.
Colin Clark, the father of Philip Clark, one of our old colleagues here at Sky Sports. And look at that smile as well. Lovely pictures.
Billy, of course, already immortalised in statue form with his own here in the centre of Wigan, also outside Wembley Stadium alongside fellow greats Eric Ashton, Gus Risman, Martin Offiah and Alex Murphy, and also in his home city of Cardiff, where he's celebrated as one of the so-called code breakers alongside Gus Risman and Clive Sullivan. And now a special musical performance from Russell Watson.
Falls the eventide, the darkness deepens, Lord, with me abide. When other helpers fade and comforts flee, help of the helpless, oh, abide with me. I fear no foe, with thee at hand to bless. It hath no weight and tears no bitterness. Where is death's sting? Where brave thy victory?
Spine-tingling stuff from Russell Watson, enjoyed by everybody here at the Brick Community Stadium, particularly the main man himself, Sir Billy Boston.
It was ancient time, not upon England's mountains green, and was England's pleasant pasture seen, and did the countenance did I shine from the gold is and so was not such a bring me up and forth, bring me the rose of bring me my spare clouds on board, bring me my chariot,
We are our armed forces, members of the Royal Marines there, abseiling into the ground. Sir Billy, of course, served in the British Army with the Royal Signals during his national service, winning caps for the Army Rugby Union in 1954, which brought him to the attention of various rugby league clubs and ultimately led to him signing for Wigan. Personnel from the Royal British Legions, the Royal Navy Cadets, Royal Air Force Cadets and the REVA programme, which is a military veterans support scheme, are all in attendance here tonight. We thank you for your service. Barry, spine-tingling stuff here in Wigan this evening, and beautiful to see Sir Billy singing along there to the last few words of Jerusalem.
As you say, Fraser, just a real privilege to be here to recognise this great man. From Tiger Bay to royalty, and a man that's given absolutely everything to this town, shares it with all his family and friends. It's wonderful stuff, Fraser.
I had the great pleasure of being able to have a little chat with Sir Billy just before the game, along with Wigan CEO Chris Radlinski, who of course was a legend of a player in his own right during his day here at Wigan. And Chris did say, this, we hope, is the first of many nights that will be recognised in the sport of rugby league. So hopefully Sir Billy Boston is the first, but he certainly will not be the last. Well, bringing the match ball onto the pitch here in just a moment or two's time will be a certain Mr. Eric Radcliffe. I said that this is Armed Forces Day as the teams make their way out onto the pitch. Eric is 100 years young, a veteran, a guardsman of the 4th Battalion Grenadiers, signed up for duty just 2 days after his 18th birthday. He was involved in the Normandy campaign in 1994 and presented by the Légion d'honneur by the Mayor of Wigan in 2015 on behalf of the French government. But just before that, look at this.
That's
a lovely guard of honour from the Wigan players.
Yeah, that's lovely stuff, isn't it? The current players know the significance of this moment. They're aware of the aura of Sir Billy Boston, and they want to share this moment with him too. Lovely stuff.
Well, this is one of those pictures which will go down in history. The first night of the realm in Rugby League and the future of the game here in Wigan.
Absolutely perfect, that picture as well, isn't it? Perfect. And we've got a rugby union convert in a twist of fate. We'll talk a little bit about that as the game gets going.
Terrific atmosphere here tonight, and huge rounds of applause ringing around this ground in front of the Sir Billy Boston stand. Terrific to see him enjoying himself so much tonight, as he quite rightly takes all the adulation from the thousands of fans that have turned up to see him and this game this evening.